Hey, in today's video, we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and comparing this Kickr Core to a Kickr Snap to see which smart trainer is best for you. Now, stay right here because we're going to have some fun and I'm going to bring you some really great information. What do you got to do each and every time you get ready to ride your wheel-on trainer? Besides mounting the bike to the trainer, you may have to switch out your rear wheel to a trainer wheel. I have to do that because I've actually burned so many tires off the bike that I went out and purchased a specific tire for the trainer. That's an added expense, folks, that you may not think you have, but you will when choosing a wheel on or a wheel off trainer. Now, from there, we have to get the bike actually ready each time. So one of the things that you have to consider is you have to put in the right amount of tire pressure. Very critical that you put in 100 pounds of tire pressure. We now have to get the tension correct on the actual flywheel itself. We're going to spin the little knob down here 2 times around. That gets us physically ready to go with our bike on the wheel-on trainer. So in our pursuit to find out what is the best smart trainer for an age group athlete, either a wheel-on or a direct drive, I went with the Kickr Core. So why the Kickr Core? The Kickr Core is less expensive, but does a great job for what we do as triathletes. We are going to be riding our bikes more often on the aero bars on a flat surface. We're not out sprinting off of corners and in large group races. We're out there individually, and this being an economical version of the Kickr Smart Trainer, this is the way to go. So what do you get when you get your Kickr? Let's take a look. And through the power of editing, that went really, really fast. And now we're going to install the cassette. This Kickr Core does not come with a cassette. You're going to have to supply your own. Now we're going to install it on the Kickr Core. And there we go. The basic setup of your Kickr Core is done. So one of the reasons why I got the Wahoo Kickr Core is because of its small footprint. I'm going to be building in this tiny little space a pain cave that includes the Kickr Core and a full-size treadmill. Now, the Wahoo Kickr will do everything we needed to do as an age group triathlete, and the fact that it is capable of holding up to 1,800 watts of energy and up to 16% grade on a climb. That's enough for everything we need to do on our day-to-day workouts as a triathlete. And we'll be ready to install the bike. And she's ready to go. And now we're ready to compare this unit to our Kickr Snap on the exact same course on Zwift. We decided to do our little test on a route called Greater London Flat. Let's see how we do. Now we're going to go with the Wahoo Kickr Core and going to do the Greater London Flats and see how that compares directly to the direct Wahoo Kickr Snap. Before I bring you my assessment on the Kickr Core versus the Kickr Snap, make sure you drop down below, give us a thumbs up if you're getting value from this video, and tell me what smart trainer you have or what one you plan to buy after watching this video. Now, let's compare Zwift's own numbers. They measure the power in 5 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 20 minutes. These are the metrics we're going to use to compare the trainers. The ones that really matter the most in our comparison is the 5-second power, the sprint power, and the 20-minute overall power to show the equality between the two trainers in power and in stamina. First, let's take a look at the 5-second power. This is the one that I used in the sprint in the Greater London Flat. And right here, you can see where I was getting more power out of the Kickr Core than I was out of the Kickr Snap, because when I got up and got on the power on the Kickr Snap, again, I was able to spin the rear wheel on the flywheel, and I lost power in the transfer between the wheel and the flywheel, where you're getting the positive power from the Kickr Core being a direct drive trainer. When it comes to the 1 minute power, we're going to see that the Core holds a more realistic power there. This would be leading up to the sprint and the sprint, whereas the Snap, again, that wheel slip in the sprint caused it to show a lower power number. When it comes to 5 minute power, you see where the power is getting closer together, where that slippage from really pushing hard doesn't come into play as much, and the two trainers get closer and closer together to equalizing their power. When it comes to the 20-minute power, this shows you that if you are a lighter, less powerful rider, or a larger power rider, it doesn't make that big a difference. There's only 9 watts difference over a 20-minute period on the Greater London Flats, showing in the longer rides that the two trainers come very close together, even though I like the more positive, realistic feeling of the heavier flywheel of the Kickr Core. So what trainer would I pick to ride on Zwift? Well, I would pick the Kickr Core personally, because I do use a lot of power. I like the positive feel of that heavier flywheel. Though, if you're a smaller, lighter rider and you're not a heavy sprinter, you can get away with the Kickr Snap at the lower price point. But if you're looking for other trainers that also might work for you, take a look at this video right here. It will show you different trainers that can work.